How's it going, boys? It's me, your favorite Snake Souls merchant, and today we have an extremely interesting topic on our hands. The GameStop stock increase, because it's rapid. If you do not know, then, well, this is essentially the situation. At the 52-week low, GameStop, a single share was worth 2.57 bucks. Currently, of making this video, the GameStop shares are worth 347.51 bucks. That is a whopping 345-point increase, which is absolute insanity. And more or less because it pretty much has happened over a month. The most changes. It was worth 10 bucks, but now it's like worth 300 that. And, well, who goddamn knows at this point when it's stopping or what's happening. So, how did this situation even occur? So, GameStop is a pretty much a relic of the past, to say it lightly. And honestly, in my opinion, they most likely have a better chance of making a profit by converting all their stores to coffee mug shops. And, well, that's pretty much it. That's how worthless they are in the current financial world and in the modern day age, when physical copies of games not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Some people still like them, but they're not gonna have a great time. They were projected to only make a profit around the year 2023, which is a long way away. Which means everyone with a rationally thinking brain, aka pretty much every hedge fund in the world, every analyst in the world, everyone including your grandma, was saying it's a good idea to go short on the GameStop stock, and that's obviously the right choice. But you see, here happened something very interesting, aka very, very dangerous, and we're gonna get to the point why it's dangerous a little bit later. So a bunch of people on Reddit / Wall Street Bets wanted to go against all the hedge funds, all the millionaires who want to profit off of GameStop closing, and they essentially started buying it. If you buy a stock, well, it usually goes up in price. Essentially, this is what stocks are kind of supposed to be. Stocks are kind of supposed to represent the value of a company, but in reality, stocks pretty much only represent hopes and dreams. And this is why a situation like this can occur. Because a stock's value is so goddamn arbitrarily random nowadays, it's insane. Even many years ago, this was essentially what a lot of smart people who knew how to invest wisely actually did. This is going to be your most accurate representation of how stocks work that you're going to hear in your life, so you better remember this. This stock costs 100 bucks a share. There's no reason why it couldn't cost 200 in the next year. It's already retarded that it costs 100 now, so why wouldn't it go up to 200? That's essentially a perfect definition of the market. The market is completely random, and honestly, everyone has a chance to pick something good at random. Even the most competent people don't win all the time in the stock exchange. Now, there are people who actually do this, but that's a different little bit of a story, because you can predict something pretty accurately like in a year or two, and based on things. But the reason why no one can predict stocks normally, well, accurately most of the time, is the simple reason that, well, someone's gonna work to improve, someone's gonna always do something to improve their company's status. AKA, the stock is supposed to go down. But shit happens, so it goes down. There is not a single person in the world who can predict everything. AKA, there was not a single person in the world that could predict this. A bunch of people get pissed that the people are shorting the stock. Shorting the stock essentially means, usually when you buy a stock, you want it to go up. That's when you make money. When you short the stock, that means you make money when it goes down, because you have just borrowed the share essentially. And then you need to give, it goes down, it's fine. I actually don't even know the technical definition of short, but fucking works, boys. I have made money off of that, so sue me. See, you don't need to know shit to make money off of stocks, because most of the time, It's pure fucking luck, let's be real here. But this situation is unique because, well, it quite literally shows that, a stock's price is not the actual value of a company, but it's pretty much the value of dreams that people place into it. Again, GameStop is literally dying. That piece of shit is trying to claw its way out of debt's reach right now, but yet their stocks are magically worth 350 USD almost at this point. Will it go down? No one knows. But this is the scary part. You see, stocks are not meant for ordinary people. That is just the crude reality of this. This is the part that no one actually ever talks about. Stocks, while accessible to the public easily, may I add in this time and age because of applications and whatnot, only is meant for people to indulge a little bit, win maybe one time, lose money a different time, and then say, yeah, I don't understand shit what's going on, I don't know why it's going up, I don't know why it's going down, and then leave it. So, professionals can exist at this, who get 6 times out of 10 the correct prediction on a stock. So, when these people exist, well, sometimes outliers like GameStop appear, aka things that are obviously gonna go down. But considering the stock price represents dreams and wants and needs, not actual, anything, really, the stock can magically go up if enough people buy it. Because you see, a lot of people think it's gonna go down, aka they short it. But what happens when a bunch of people start buying it because, well, prospects? Well, it doesn't matter why they buy it, maybe it's a goddamn joke. Maybe it's not a joke, maybe it's this reason, maybe it's that reason. It doesn't matter, it's gonna go up. The more people buy a stock, it goes up, no matter what is the reason that people buy it. Especially for some reason, something like a dying company. It doesn't matter why people buy it, but if enough people buy a certain stock, it will go up, no matter what. That's just how it works, essentially. And you see, this is the problem. Technically, manipulating stocks is highly, highly illegal. Because, well, it hurts big companies. But in this case, it was just a bunch of people who said, you know what we all should do? Buy GameStop. Yeah, should probably buy it. Should probably buy those movie theaters that going out of business. And they did, in mass, a lot, may I add. And you see, that is technically not illegal, because it's not like they were trying to manipulate the market. They were just trying to say fuck you for the people who were shorting it, because they wanted to go up, so, those people can actually lose money. Technically, not illegal. Dick move? Yes, but it's a fucking hedge fund, so honestly, it can go fuck itself. Let's be real here. But, the point is, people who are invested in hedge funds, people who are great big stock investors and so on, are usually people with great connections. And those people really, 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 really do not like situations when something like this happens, when they lose money. Because if they shorted the stock when it was worth, I don't know, $5, now it's worth 150, which essentially means for every single stock they shorted, they have lost $345. That is huge. That is enough to put a lot of people in very, very compromised business positions. Now, admittedly, they don't need to sell it. They can, wait until it drops down. But, in my experience, when it goes up like this, it never drops down to what it was previously. So if someone shorted it on $10, even when the drop down happens, it's not going to be $10. It's going to be above $10 because that's just how it works. So, this is a very dangerous situation because a lot of people with a lot of influence and money are currently losing a lot of influence and money. Oh yes, and what happens when powerful people with influence lose money? Well, they make the source that made them lose money illegal. Again, buying stocks, completely fine. Telling your friends to buy the stock because you think it's a great opportunity, completely fine. But the moment you start to fuck up people who are supposed to make big cahool of this, and they are influential people. Well, that's a problem, because you see, that is probably illegal, because they're influential people with a lot of money, and when they lose money, then there's something definitely illegal going on there. So this is an interesting thing what will happen, because you see, in my opinion, the stock market is a complete fucking sham to begin with. Again, if something costs if some company currently costs $100 a stock, there's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't be 150 after a year. Even though that company does not get better, the stock may just magically get better, because it happens. It literally just happens. That's how the stock market works. That's why it's a dangerous place for a lot of people, because, well, if you put things truly blindly, you're gonna lose. Most of the time, you actually need to have some understanding of what's going on and why it's going on. But essentially, no one can really predict what's happening, aka the situation we are in currently with GameStop. And a theater, if I'm not, AMC, or what's it called? Some kind of big theater, I think, is the same situation here. Which will be even more insane, because if this happened with GameStop, which means, well, how many failing businesses there are that people can just start buying in mass? Again, it's not illegal currently, but the stock exchanges have said that they may shut down trading in particular sectors because this is a risk. Why? Well, who the fuck knows? Does the stock market in general kind of care that something is going up a lot? No, they only care if it's going, well, if the right people are losing money. And again, that's not allowed, so let's shut the whole stock market down. Essentially, that's the deal here currently. It could all get shut down because people are losing money, and those people are influential people who should not lose money. Firms, influential big firms with a lot of money who are potentially losing money because of this. Again, dying GameStop, a really good investment for people who, well, take opportunities like this. Admittedly, shorting is kind of a dick move. But still, it is what it is, boys. It is a very interesting situation, and we're gonna just have to see what happens. Will something get called legal? Will that Reddit get shut down because it gets branded as stock manipulation? It's not stock manipulation. People just fucking said, hey, you know what? Everyone should buy this stock. You know, there are actually companies that are legally doing this, by the way. Just an FYI. Those, I don't remember the correct name. Brokerage firms, stock firms, or whatever. They have people who call you on your phone and then try to sell you a certain stock. En masse. Yeah. Pretty good, right? That's legal. But when a bunch of people say, "Hey, we should buy a lot of GameStop stock for the lulz," that's when it becomes illegal. And you know, also there's this thing called stock predicting machines that are illegal everywhere, except in a couple of places where very, very, very rich people own it, and those machines make stock. Buy and sell stock every microsecond for minute profits based on, you know, the data of the internet. Yeah, that's completely legal for the rich people. Is it legal for you? Fuck no. It's illegal everywhere, except for a couple of rich people in Wall Street. So there you have it. A very interesting situation, and we're just gonna have to see and wait what actually happens here. I'm predicting someone's gonna get fucked by this. Well, except the big companies who are already fucked by this. Because keep in mind, when it goes back, when it goes up this high, it will not drop as low. It never drops as low, unless the company is failing. But GameStop was already failing, so it doesn't make sense that it actually, like, even climbs, even if people buy it. Because again, stocks are supposed to represent a value of a company. But in reality, they represent just, you know, hopes and dreams. It's funny. Anyway, this was Quizzer Simpson. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the channel, check out Discord, check out the Patreon, check out everything, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.